I still remember the way the air shifted in the room, like someone had cut the oxygen with a knife. My brother stood by the hospital crib, hands in his pockets, his watch catching the fluorescent light like it was mocking me. He looked at my wife, then at our newborn son. "DNA test?" he said casually. The room froze. My wife's eyes dropped. Her lips trembled, but she said nothing. He smirked. "Too good-looking to be yours?" A nurse excused herself. The beeping of the heart monitor suddenly felt deafening. I just sat there, humiliated, burning. No one said a word. Growing up, I worshipped David. He was everything I wasn't. Charismatic, ambitious, absurdly rich. Our parents praised him like he walked on water. I was the quiet one, the one who studied hard but never shined. When our parents died, he took control of the estate, turned millions into billions. I took a job as a teacher, humble, quiet, steady. He never missed a chance to remind me who was on top. But I never minded, because he was still my brother, my blood. He paid for our wedding, gave us a house, called it a gift. But the strings were invisible and everywhere. My wife, Sarah, was never comfortable around him. She called him a snake in a suit. I laughed it off. I shouldn't have. The seed was planted with that joke. DNA test? I laughed too, force of habit. But something in Sarah's silence unsettled me. She never looked at me the same after that day, avoided eye contact, flinched when I touched her, spent long nights on her phone claiming she was researching parenting blogs. But her search history vanished every night. She began wearing that same perfume she once told me David liked. Then one night I caught her crying on the balcony. I stepped closer. She didn't hear me. She whispered, "I'm sorry," to no one. My blood chilled. I didn't confront her. I didn't scream, or cry, or beg. I planned. First, I visited an old friend who worked private security. Quiet guy, loyal. He set up surveillance in our home, microphones, hidden cameras, every room but the baby's. I wasn't going to involve my son in this. I watched. I listened. Within 5 days, it became obvious. The calls, the secret meetings at hotels, the late-night laughter over wine. Not with a stranger, with him, my brother. He had taken everything else. Now he took her too, and I let him. But not anymore. Step 1, I called my lawyer. Transferred all assets I could into a trust under my son's name. Created contingencies. Filed for full custody, but didn't submit. Yet. Step 2, DNA test. For me, for my son. I wanted to know, even if it would destroy me. The results? He was mine. Only mine. That changed everything. Step 3, I booked an appointment with a doctor I trusted. Told him my concerns. Told him I believed something was wrong with my wife. Postpartum depression, maybe worse. I needed her evaluated. He agreed. 2 weeks later, the doctor walked into the house. Sarah was holding our son. David was there too, arrogant as ever, lounging on my couch like it belonged to him. The doctor looked at me, then at my wife. His face darkened. "Call the police," he said. "Now." Sarah had been drugging our baby. Tiny doses, daily, mixed into formula. Enough to make him sleep, stay silent, stay manageable. David knew. He encouraged it. That's what the recordings revealed. They called it a shortcut to peace and quiet. She broke down before the cops even cuffed her, begged me to forgive her, screamed that she didn't mean to, that David told her it was harmless, that she loved me. I watched them both get dragged out. No emotion, just silence. The scandal exploded. News outlets swarmed. David's company stock plummeted. Board members turned. He was indicted on unrelated fraud charges within a week. The investigation I anonymously triggered worked faster than I expected. Sarah's family disowned her. She pled guilty, got time. I filed for divorce, got full custody. The court heard everything. The recordings, the evidence, the testimony from the doctor. My son would never remember that version of her, and that was for the best. David sent me a letter from jail, said he never meant to hurt me, said it started as a joke. I burned it. I walk past that crib every night and look at my son sleeping safely now, peacefully. He's everything good in this world, not because of who his mother was, and despite who my brother is. Some people think justice needs a courtroom. I think it just needs patience and silence. Let your enemies speak long enough, and they'll hang themselves with their own words. I didn't shout. I watched, and then I moved. Now they live with their consequences. I live with peace.